I don't know if I really struggled with it so much at the beginning. I think I probably questioned myself a little bit in it, but it was when we first got together and, it was really, coming into the kid's life and everything. It was me understanding who really should be setting the tone in our house, right? Obviously, as the man, I feel like that should be my responsibility.
Yeah, definitely from a biblical perspective, I think it should always be the man setting the tone. But when it comes to the step-parent role, I think that's probably where your struggle might have come from. Like, wait a minute, I'm not the natural parent.
Right.
But you had mentioned when we were practicing this about like it wasn't really something you questioned in the beginning. You kind of just like dove in.
Yeah.
So I think now as we're like really solid in our parenting is when you can kind of like think on those, or like hindsight kind of think about,
For sure.
yeah, those roles and who should set the tone.
Yeah. I mean, because for me at the end of the day, like, I think you have the final say in whatever goes. I mean, even the kids' fathers, and to some extent, right, have the final say in certain things that happen in their kid's life. I can only take myself so far until we get to a certain point in their life where they can make their own assured decisions, right? But I think that for me, that mindset just comes from like our society and like the legal aspects of how, step parent and children relationships are.
Well, I mean, it's true that like the legal aspect is tricky because I mean, even now we've been together for pretty much their entire life, and I still have to write a note for you to pick them up from school. Like, you couldn't just go and just say, hey, I want to pick them up. I mean, you do have a power of attorney for them for school, but we have to do that every single year. It's not like something that just goes away, like just because.
It's not a thing that I can just come in and say. I mean, and there's tons of things like that. Like, if I'm taking them to the doctor, or if I'm doing different things, like, you have to make certain things and aspects known so that I have power and authority to make those decisions when you're not around.
Right. I definitely have to fill out extra paperwork.